and welcome to this upper body core and cardio workout with me. My name is Jasmine and I'm going to take you through a 30-minute workout. You're going to need 2 sets of dumbbells. I'm using 7 kg here, and it's up to you if you want to go heavier, if you want to go lighter. We're going to work for 45 seconds and then you're going to have a 15-second rest. We have 4 rounds in total. The first 3 rounds are with weights and are strength-based, and then the last round is a cardio finisher just to get that heart rate up. So make sure you've got space, you've got water close by if needed, and we're going to get warm to begin with. So take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, just stretch out the chest, and then give them a shake forwards and back, opening up through the back body, the front body, overhead and down below, mobilizing through the shoulders. Big semicircles and twists. So mobilizing through the upper back, really rotate round, gaze into the side or behind you. And going through some roll downs now. So hands coming down to the floor, walk all the way out to a plank. You can bring your knees down here if you need to. Then walk back to your feet and slowly roll all the way up to standing. And again, going through at your own pace now. So maybe you're speeding that up, maybe you're staying at that pace. So this is full body, getting the whole body moving, mobilized, activating all the muscle groups. And back to those arms, so moving the arms forward and back, once again opening up through the chest and through the back. Taking it to a little jog now, moving the arms up overhead. You can march if that's better for you. And into that twist, mobilizing a little bit more through the spine now we're feeling nice and warm. And lastly, back to that roll down, all the way out to that plank position, back to your feet, and up slowly. So we should be feeling nice and warm now. Moving through last few rounds of these walkouts before we get started with our workout. Okay, giving the shoulders a roll, that's your warm-up done. So we're going to get started now. Make sure you have your weights close by. And the first exercise that we're going to do is a clean and press. Okay, so you have 5 seconds starting now. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so off you go. So we bring the arms up to the shoulders and then press them overhead. So once you've lifted the hands to the shoulders, you have a little flip, turning the palms forwards, and then you press up into the sky. So make sure you have a little soft bend in the knees and the abs are braced, so you're protecting your low back. And of course, we're going to go for speed because we want to power through the arms. So if you're using a lower weight, maybe you can go faster. If you're using a heavier weight, maybe you need to go a bit slower. You have 10 seconds.
Resting.
And rest. Okay, 15 seconds. Breathe, do what you need to do. And the next exercise we're going to do is a burpee into a bent over fly. So holding those weights.
Begin.
Hands come to the floor, jump back, burpee, back in, stand halfway up, and then lift the arms up to shoulder height. So make sure when you brace your abs and your back for that fly, you've got a nice flat back and you're not rounded through the shoulders. So again, remember, you set the speed. If that's too fast, you can step back to plank. You don't have to jump. So out to that flat plank, brace the abs before you squeeze in between the shoulder blades to lift the arms up, working into the back muscles. Just 10 seconds.
Resting.
And rest. Okay, so taking some time to breathe. And then our next exercise, we're going to take plank rows. So in a high plank position.
Begin.
And you're drawing one weight towards the side of the waist. You can do this with or without a weight. If the weight's too intense, you can leave it out. And you can do this with or without your knees on the floor. So if it's too much with yourself in full plank, then take the knees down to support you. Now, here we're really looking to keep the pelvis steady, so that's really quite difficult to do. So maybe you need to take it at a slower speed to really brace your abdominals before you lift that hand away from the floor. Keep breathing. You have 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, so next exercise, we're going to take one knee to your opposite elbow in plank, and then we lift into a side plank. We're going to do it all on one side and then the other.
Begin.
Okay, so opposite knee to elbow, and then twist into a side plank and send that weight overhead. Now you can drop your lower knee to the floor if that side plank is too much to do while lifting that weight up into the air. Make sure you keep your hips lifted and you don't take that arm too far behind you or it's going to topple you over backwards. So this is an excellent core and arm exercise. You really start to feel it as we do it all on one side, singularly, and then we swap over for the next round. Just 10 seconds to go.
Resting.
Nice. So have a rest, and we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So breathe, maybe roll your shoulders, and get ready to go.
Begin.
Okay, so drawing the other knee in, and then we're lifting up into that side plank. So really working into the obliques quite heavily here in that side plank and in that twist. By bringing that knee across, we're really targeting the muscles in the side body. Try and keep the spine long. And don't forget to breathe here. Breathing in and out, exhaling through the mouth helps us activate the core just that bit more. So not slowing down if you can, keeping that pace up. Last 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, so last exercise before your longer rest is a plank walk into a tricep push-up. So for tricep push-up, the hands stay under the shoulders. So high plank.
Begin.
We're going to walk to the side, hands under shoulders, press up, and then you're going to use your knees to lift back up into your plank if you do. I do in my tricep push-ups because I find them really tricky. So we lower with control, and then we bring the knees to the floor, and we help that helps us to push us back up again. So lower slowly if you can, and use the floor to push yourself back up to that high plank. If you need to use the knees on the floor on the way down as well, you can. 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, and rest. So that is round 1 of 4 done. So you're nearly there now. So have a drink, have a deep breath in and out. And you've got 45 seconds before we get started again. So you do have time. So maybe check in, assess, were those weights right for you? Are you starting to feel it in your upper body? Did you push hard enough in that round, or can you push harder next time? So remember, you only have 2 more strength sets left, and you've got one last one that finishes you off with cardio. You have 10 seconds left of this rest, and then we're going to get ready to go. Clean and press.
Begin.
So upright row, and then we send the arms up into the air. So we're really targeting the muscles in the shoulders here and in the tops of the arms. So maybe starting to feel that now. If you want to use your breath to help you, you can take a deep breath out as you push that weight overhead. Make sure the abs stay braced. Last 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, so take some time, 15 seconds. Next exercise is that burpee with that bent over fly, targeting muscles into the back, but this is full body. Here we go.
Begin.
So jumping back into that burpee or stepping back if you need to. And then we don't come all the way up. So don't come all the way up to standing. Make sure you stay bent over at the waist. So you're sticking your bottom out and your back is really flat and your abs are squeezing. And then the shoulder blades squeeze together to lift the weight up into the air. I know it feels heavy. So heart rate should be going up here because this is full body. That burpee is not an easy one. 10 seconds.
Resting.
And resting, 15 seconds. Okay, so next exercise we're going to do is that plank row. So get ready.
Begin.
So in that high plank, long spine, braced abs, and we're drawing that elbow up. So we're rowing that arm back and behind. So again, muscles in the back working really hard here. Those knees can come down for support if you need them to. Again, if we're working with the breath, we're going to inhale to place the hand to the floor and then exhale to lift it back up again. You're nearly there. You have just 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, breathe. Get ready. Next, we're going to come up into high plank. Knees going to come across, and then we're going to twist into side plank. Just one weight.
Begin.
Here we go. So knee comes across, twist, and then extend up into that side plank with that arm up into the air. If it's too much to use the weight and lift the weight, you can do this just body weight. It's not needed if it's too much for you. So your core is having to work like crazy here, but of course you're stabilizing consistently through the shoulders and upper body. And then that one arm is working really hard to lift that weight up into the air. You're so close. 10 seconds to go.
Resting.
Okay, let's get ready to do that on the other side. It's perfectly normal to feel like one side's really easier than the other because we always have a dominant side.
Begin.
Here we go. So knee comes in and across and then side plank. So side plank is really good at working with stabilizing through our core. So when we think about core work, we think about strength and stability. And when we're in these plank positions, really our core is stabilizing us, strengthening our back, strengthening our core to help us prevent injury. Okay, so keep going. Don't slow down now. You have just 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, you're halfway through. You've got one exercise left and then you're halfway through. You're so close. So tricep push-ups, get ready.
Begin.
So we're going to walk across, hands stay underneath the shoulders, and we go all the way down to the floor, and then push yourself back up again. All the way down, push yourself up. So really make sure you use the weight into all of the hands and all of the fingers and thumbs to push yourself away. So it's really good to do this to train to get stronger at our tricep push-ups, because they are harder than chest push-ups. Just 10 seconds.
Resting.
And rest. Okay, so you're halfway through the whole thing. So if you're feeling a bit knackered, if you're feeling like it's hard work, you've already made it halfway. So you're doing really well, and I'm checking you're still there. Good. So you have 45 seconds. Do what you need to do to breathe, to reset, and get ready. Remember, you have just one last strength round left. So if your arms are feeling a bit tired, then you only have one more round left with the weights, and then it's pure cardio. So take this time. You have 20 seconds left of your rest. In 10 seconds, we're going to get going with those clean and presses.
Begin.
Okay, so bringing the weight up to the shoulders, we flip, we press overhead. So if that weight is starting to feel really heavy now, you can bend the knees and use them to really help you get that weight up into the air. But of course, that is working with the lower body a little bit more. So remember, this is your last time through all of these exercises, because we switch to cardio for the next round. So enjoy them. Have a good time. Make every single movement count. You have just 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, so last time through with this burpee exercise. Yep, feeling it in the shoulders now. Here we go.
Begin.
So jumping back, high plank, coming in, halfway up, and fly. So muscles in the back working really hard now. I know that weight's starting to feel a bit heavier. That fly is even more hard because we're working completely against gravity here. Don't forget to breathe. Take deep breaths, because the oxygen is going to help the muscles work harder. It's going to prepare them to be stronger. You have just 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, you're so close now. You're nearly halfway through this round. You're going to come into your high plank, and you're going to take a row with each arm.
Begin.
So in that high plank position, and then drawing that elbow up, lifting the weight into the air. Make sure you don't let the abdominals switch off. You don't want to let the bottom dip down, arching the back, and you don't want to lift it up too high into the air. So really just double check that you are in that straight line. And if there's any discomfort in the back, the knees come down to support you. Making sure you're looking down at the floor, not up and not down at the toes. You have just 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, so coming into that high plank in a minute, you're going to bring opposite knee to elbow and then into that side plank. Last time through with these exercises, remember, so have fun with it.
Begin.
So high plank, drawing that knee across, and then arm goes all the way up. Stabilize through that supporting arm. So it's normal to feel a little bit off balance in that side plank, but the more you do it, the stronger you will feel. So close, 10 seconds.
Resting.
Okay, nice. So last time on the other side. Get ready to go. Check in with those shoulders. How are they feeling?
Begin.
So opposite knee this time, coming in and across, and then the weight goes up into the air. So just checking in with the upper body now, see how it's feeling. It should be feeling tired. If you're not really feeling it in the upper body yet, that means you can definitely lift heavier, or maybe you can speed up the movement. So you're so close to the end of this set now, you've got just 10 seconds to go to the end.
Resting.
Okay, and breathe. Last exercise before your longer break, and this is going to be those tricep push-ups.
Begin.
So walking the hands out, a couple steps, hands under shoulders, we come all the way down and push up. Now I am really feeling it right about now because I find tricep push-ups really hard. So if you do, I'm with you. I know how this feels. But we can really use those knees on the way up and on the way down if you need to help you. And this is definitely going to make us stronger. You're so close now. No giving up. What's the point in giving up? You've made it this far. You've only got 10 seconds.
Resting.
Did you see me fall at the end there? Just collapsing down. God, my upper body is sore right about now. So take this time. You have 45 seconds to breathe, and we're going to finish off with our cardio. So this is all going to be about the star jumps, the burpees, getting the heart rate up, getting your heart beating really, really fast, sending those happy endorphins around the body. So have some water if you need to, rehydrate. Try and slow your breathing down to really fully oxygenate your body, ready for this last round. You have 20 seconds. In 10 seconds, we're going to get stuck in with star jumps. So get ready to go.
Begin.
Arms all the way up into the air and then send the legs out. So you set your speed, but remember we've got just one last set of cardio. So you want to really push yourself in the way that you know your body needs to be pushed. So let's pick it up. Pick up that speed. Can you go any faster for the last 10 seconds?
Resting.
And breathe. Okay, that's that done. You've got 5 exercises to finish you off. We're going to go with burpees. Here we go. Get ready. Deep breaths.
Begin.
So hands come down and we go all the way back into that burpee. If you're not jumping, you can do a roll out like we did in our warm up. So hands can come to the floor and you can walk all the way out. Option to jump when you get to the top, just to really get that heart rate lifted. And then that is, of course, working into the legs as well. Hello, quadriceps. So you set your speed with this cardio element. You know how fast you can push yourself. You know how hard you want to work today. Can you go any faster for the last 10 seconds?
Resting.
And rest. Okay, nice. So coming into that high plank, we're going to take shoulder taps. So stabilize through your core, and we're going to tap opposite shoulder with the hand.
Begin.
So in that high plank, we're going to tap across. So again, the skill here is in keeping that pelvis really steady, because what it wants to do is it wants to rock side to side. It's going to move a little bit, but try and keep it steady. Again, you can take those knees down, you can slow the arms down if that's too fast. You set your speed, you set your intensity for this workout. You're so close. Last 10 seconds to go.
Resting.
And rest and breathe. Okay, so mountain climbers. Sorry, I know these are evil. I find these hard. Get ready to go.
Begin.
So hands under shoulders. We're going to pull the knees into the chest. Remember, you set that speed, so you can slow this down. You can bring the knees to the floor and draw the knees to the chest. But if you can, we're going to keep it up with that speed, almost like a little run. Keep breathing. Keep pushing. Oh, I know this is tough. If you need to take a reset, just take a breather and get straight back in. 10 seconds.
Resting.
And breathe. Okay, last two exercises. We're going to do chest push-ups. So hands a little bit wider than the shoulders.
Begin.
Now, I contemplated doing these off my knees, but I need the support because my upper body is tired. I don't know about yours. So you choose with the knees, without the knees. Elbows go out at about 45 degrees and we lower chest and chin to the floor. So it's always best to work with technique rather than striving to do a harder exercise and not do it safely and not do it correctly. So that's why you're seeing me using my knees here, because I know that I can't do them without my knees and do them right. You have 10 seconds.
Resting.
And rest. Okay, last exercise. You've made it. We're going to do tricep push-ups. These are your finisher. You're so close now.
Begin.
Okay, so remember the hands are closer this time and the elbows point backwards rather than out to the side, and then we really push into the floor to come up. So you've literally only got 30 seconds left of work, and then we're going to stretch. So don't stop now. No point stopping. You set your speed. Really push into the arms, feeling the triceps, the back of the arms working hard here. You've got just 10 seconds. Reset if you need to. Let's go.
And time. Resting. Great effort.
Great effort. And sit back into your child pose, back stretch, and just have a moment to breathe. You've made it. My dog Willow has joined in for the cool down. So just take a moment to sit the hips onto the heels, breathe into the back, breathe into the arms. You have made it. You've crushed it. We're just going to stretch to finish. My dog was sitting on my hair at this point. So come up and sit onto your heels And let's just take a stretch through with the arms. So stretching into the shoulder, take one arm across the body, support above or below the elbow, look away from the hands. And switch sides, release the arms. Try and keep the shoulders down in the back. And then coming up to standing, we'll stretch out the back. So take the hands forward of the body, nod the head down, pull the shoulder blades away from each other. Then take the hands behind the body, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up through the chest, stretch through the front of the body. Release those arms, take a little twist, gentle side to side, releasing through the back. And you have made it. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this workout. Here is a little wave from me and Willow. See you next time.